Hey guys, welcome back to Krystal Klear Ideas, where we are diligently planning towards success. Welcome to episode 5 in the Newbie Planner Basics series. And this video is all about planner tips and must-haves. So let's go ahead and dive right in. I have 5 planner tips that I wanted to share with you guys, especially if you are a new planner. Don't buy all the things. You don't need everything to plan. Only a few things are necessary. So when you get an opportunity to see individuals in the planner community and they get an opportunity to share some of the things that they've been able to purchase, don't feel like you have to have that. It only takes very minimal things in order to get started into planning. And over time, you will accumulate other sticker books, products, items that you can add to your collection. But you guys, there are a plethora of sticker books, planners, different types of planning utensils, tools that you can get into, and you can actually go into a rabbit hole as far as buying all the things. Don't do it. It's not worth it, and you definitely want to make sure that you only pick up what you're actually going to be able to use. So don't buy all the things. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is to be consistent. The only way that planning is really going to benefit you is if you are consistent with it. Now, for me, I actually schedule out a time when I sit down and lay out my spreads and take a look at my week and kind of figure out what I have going on. That is my Sunday. On Sundays, I get an opportunity to sit down and map out the upcoming week. And so that's really important for me to make sure that I set aside 30 to 45 minutes to go ahead and get that taken care of. And sometimes even less if I get an opportunity to follow one of these next tips. But make sure that you are consistent, because you cannot benefit if it is sporadic. Make sure that you are consistent when it comes to planning. And most times being able to be consistent relies and depends solely on you and how you get an opportunity to pick a day and time that you're going to be able to map everything out. That way, the next week or the following week will go smoothly. Once you get into a routine, you will actually notice that there are some times when you are very consistent and you feel productive. You are in it. You are getting things done. And then there are times when you slack a little bit and you notice how haphazard your week has gone. Be consistent. Make sure that you have a plan and stick to the plan. Set aside at least 30 minutes once a week to go ahead and map out your week so that you will know exactly what's going on and you will be prepared for what's ahead. Tip number 3, which I alluded to recently, is to pre-plan. Pre-planning is bae. I cannot explain that enough. Pre-planning has really helped me when it comes to planning. Sometimes you have more time to get an opportunity to craft, to do your spreads, to map out your spreads. You have more time set aside than others. And so when you have extra time, use that time wisely. Pre-plan, you guys. Whether that is pre-planning what you got going on for the month, whether that is using sticky notes to pre-plan what spreads you're going to do, whether that is pre-planning your stickers and laying them down on your wax paper. Pre-planning will help. So if you have a pre-planning guide, if you have pre-planning inserts to help you out, any way that you can pre-plan will help you get ahead of the game. So please, tip number 3, pre-planning is bae. Don't sleep on it. Tip number 4 is not to be afraid. Don't be afraid to try something new. Yes, I am a vertical planner. I love the vertical layout, but don't be afraid to try something new. You might be surprised what you actually like and what works well for you. And that goes across the board, whether it's a different planner layout, a type of planner, whether you want to do rings or whether you want to do disc bound or spiral bound, a different size, a different layout, a different type of spread. Try new things. This is a creative outlet. And so you definitely want to not become stagnant. You want to keep it interesting. You want to keep it fresh. And so trying new things keeps you and prevents you from getting into a planner funk. It keeps it interesting so that you're always excited to get an opportunity to plan. and it switches things up so that you won't be bored. So don't be afraid to try new things when it comes to your planning. My last and final tip is to be creative. Just as I mentioned, planning is a creative outlet. It is a conglomerate of scrapbooking, of organizing, of having something functional, of something decorative. You can make it whatever you want to make it. Be creative. Make your own things that you want to put in. Make your own spread. Make your own inserts, make your own journaling cards, add pictures. You can do whatever you want when it comes to your planning style and how you want it to look. So be creative and use it as the creative outlet that it can be. Being creative can really help you to grow when it comes to your planning style. And that's really important. That prevents you from getting bored. It prevents you from getting into a rut. So be creative. You can take inspiration from anywhere, but go ahead and try it. There's no harm in doing that. Make sure that you are being creative when you plan. And that is my last and final tip. You guys, I am so excited. When you get an opportunity, drop some tips down below because I have really enjoyed getting an opportunity to share this series with you. And so now we're going to head on to my desk so I can share with you some of my planner must-haves. There are so many things that you can add to your stash when it comes to planning, things that's going to help you. But there are only a few that are necessary. And so this list of planner must-haves is going to be really brief. We're going to go to my desk and I'm going to share with you 5 to 6 items that I actually use every time that I plan. All right, you guys, so few things are necessary when it comes to planning. The first must-have is a planner. This is mine. It is a vertical happy planner. It is classic size and it is the customizable happy planner from the website. And it is in the neutral layout. And what that really means is that when you open it up, there are minimal colors throughout the planner when it comes to the pages that you're actually going to be planning on. And so I absolutely love this neutral layout. And I honestly don't think that I'm going to be going back to a colorful planner just because I love the freedom of being able to customize my spread the way that I like without having to cover up so many colors. So the first thing that you actually must have when it comes to planning is a planner. That is number one. And you can choose any planner that you'd like, any size, any layout that's going to work well for you. That's number one. Number 2 is a pen. Now, I actually picked up this pen here. This pack was actually sent to me from Parku. I'm going to actually link this in my video and also in the description box in case you decide you want to go ahead and pick these up. They were actually a cheaper option, but these are fine point. I love anything that's 0.7 millimeters or below. And these are gel pens, which I actually prefer a gel pen, but I love this because it has all the colors. I can actually use my pen as a decorative piece, but also a functional piece as well, because you have to have something to write your plans in. And then also, this is a jelly roll. I actually purchased this from my local craft store, which was Michael's. And so I actually use this jelly roll to white out some of the lines when I have clear stickers. You can also use a uniball pen, but just make sure that you have some pens on deck, different ones for different usages and purposes, so that you can make your planning a success. So that is must-have number 2, pens. Must-have number 3 for decorative planning is going to be stickers. Now, even if you are functionally planning, you may still want to pick up a few stickers, maybe some icons to help you. But I absolutely love stickers when it comes to decorating my planner, and they actually play a huge role in me making sure that the spread is to my liking. And so I always recommend making sure that you pick up some stickers. But if you are a newbie planner, this is what I recommend: getting a mega sticker book. This one has 1,000 sticker sheets. Well, it has 100 sticker sheets with over 5,000 stickers in here. And one thing that I really love about the Mega Book is that any type of sticker that you need is going to be present here. If you want icons, they're in here. If you want full boxes for vertical spreads, they're here. If you want a list, like a bullet list for checking off your items, here. If you want quotes, they're here. If you want some clear stickers that are, decorative, they're in here as well. If you want letters, they're in here. If you want something functional like some colorful boxes, they're in here. If you want different colors, you want variety, they're all in these mega books. So if you are a newbie planner, go ahead and grab yourself one. You won't be disappointed, and all you need is one to dive into planning. I'm sure you will get an opportunity to find everything that you need. You have a variety of colors and color palettes, and you will not be disappointed. So yes, stickers really help me, and they are on my list of must-haves. All right, so whenever I need to regulate on some stickers or some washi, or things just aren't going the way that I planned, I love having my tweezers and my Xacto knife to regulate. Now, this is my regulator. I call her my regulator. She is cute. I picked her up from Sally. She was only 99 cents. And I plan with her all the time. If you get an opportunity to watch any of my Plan With Me's, you know that she is not far away. Because sometimes you have those tiny stickers and you want to place them just so. And you need some help because I don't know about you guys, but my fingers get in the way all the time when I'm planning. And so tweezers are on my list of must-haves when it comes to planning. And then of course my Xacto knife, because sometimes I actually want to chop some stickers in half. I want to cut them, and I like clean lines. So my Xacto knife gets the job done. And you actually can purchase quite a few different types of Xacto knives. This one I believe was only like $5 or $6, and I got it from my local Staples. It is time for me to go ahead and replace the blade, because you can switch those out when they start wearing and tearing, or actually, getting old. But as you can see, but I love using my Xacto knife when it comes to cutting my washi and my stickers. And if you don't use an Xacto knife, you can still use your scissors, which is awesome. And a good pair of scissors is great, but I tend to go toward my Xacto knife a little bit more than I do my scissors. And so that's why it is on my must-haves list. Lastly, you guys, I have two other items here. One is my TOMBOW whiteout. This is the TOMBOW mono correction tape. It's the hybrid style. I absolutely love it so much that I purchased a pack of them from Amazon. I will link that down below so that you guys can get your hands on these. But this makes planning a breeze, especially when I'm trying to white out large areas, or if I don't want certain things to show on the background of my clear stickers. I do not plan without my whiteout. And even if I'm doing anything else where I'm actually using pen, if I'm writing in my plans, if I'm pre-planning, or even if I get an opportunity to write some letters or some cards for some happy mail that I'm thanking everyone for, I have my whiteout real close by, real close, because your girl needs this whiteout because she is prone to making mistakes. And as you know, accidents do happen. So whiteout is one of my must-haves. And then you guys know also my Reynolds Cut Right Wax Paper. I absolutely love my wax paper for pre-planning. I actually have had this one for quite a while because I only use this for pre-planning. I do have another one that I keep in my pantry for when I am cooking and baking and such. But when it comes to pre-planning, I can actually get about 3 spreads out of one that I actually, one roll. Well, not one roll, but I can use, after I rip off the wax paper, I can get 3 spreads out of that paper before I actually toss it. So this actually has lasted me quite a while. And so I actually love wax paper when it comes to pre-planning. I also love my sticky notes or my post-it notes, but I actually go towards the wax paper even more. And so you guys, Reynolds, all wax paper is not created equal. I'm just going to say it again because I have tried my hand at some, store brands and they have let me down. So Reynolds Cut Right Wax Paper, get you some. That is in my must-haves. So you guys, we are going to go ahead and head on to the front so that I can end this video properly. I did tell you that there are a few other items that I use when planning, but I did not want this video to be so long because there are not that many things that you actually need when it comes to planning. And some of the items that are on my must-have list are also very optional. So let's go ahead and head to the front so that before I wrap up this video. Thank you guys so much for your time and attention. I hope you got an opportunity to pick up some planner tips and planner must-haves that you can add to your stash. Make sure you get an opportunity to head on over to my planner bestie, Southern Tea Times channel, because she today is also going to be sharing her planner tips and must-haves. And I promise that you won't be disappointed because I'm sure that she has amazing tips to share. Make sure you comment down below as well so that you can share some of your planner must-haves and tips that you had an opportunity to enjoy so that we can all learn and grow together. I am on the road to 2K, so don't forget to tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend to subscribe to Krystal Klear Ideas so that we can reach that milestone together. I really appreciate everyone in the Bling Squad. Thank you so much, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.